she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. I'm tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't no. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand. I'm out my mind. I popped. Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you not fall in love again. Sheesh. Get it. My favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet. Who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm off both of these. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Get it. Not complicated. No conversation. Please say less. Please say less. Please say less.
I'm blessed. I don't GA. I'm tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The second meeting of the year on tap here between these two fierce AFC rivals. These teams know each other very well, and that only serves to stoke the flames of what is always a heated battle. It's the Texans going up against the Jaguars.
Larry, the fans in teal and black are ready to lock down the bank as you get a look inside Everbank Field in Jacksonville, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Strong right, strong right, strong right.
All right, here we go. 319.
We got four.
319.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Man left, man left.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
25, check 25, check 25.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Right over there.
They'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
No chance, no chance.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain.
Blue 90. I know he ain't got it.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Evades the tackler, and now some space. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Hurry up, here we go.
Hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Run.
He finds an opening past the 40. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big third down play there for the Jags. 55 yards on the ground. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch left. Tight
Watch
end
it now,
to the right,
Barney,
left.
Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
4 down,
3-19. 3-19. Detroit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's James.
There we go.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
4 down. Even.
Back 99. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Coming. Double up. Coming. Double up.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And here we go on first and goal.
Strong left.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
We got 4.
3-19. Gun.
Watch twist.
you now, Barney. Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check the running back, 25. 25.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go. Red 38.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Slot man moves right.
Flex round.
Motion.
Hut.
To throw on second is Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Cut. Here we go. 190.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football, and they'll have a better chance to win again this week.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shreds the tackle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
4 down, check. 4 down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Here we go now. Blue lining. Back
They'll need to get the
Here we
play
go.
off quickly. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And some room to work. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Take it.
Ohio.
On 1st and 10, Watson going for the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Watch tight end.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line
Here we
here.
go.
Press coverage look defensively.
I got 15.
Throwing again is Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Check.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs.
Let's go. Hot, Brad 38.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Be able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down. That's big for the defense.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul searching now
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more.
All right, here we go.
Put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Here we go now. Blue lining. Blue line. Leopard.
I got 11.
They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That's what I'm talking
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Green 39.
Looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 51 yards.
Two times.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
3 down.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Set. Blue lining. Blue lining.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, four down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19 next series.
Behind him, do they think he can...